Sorry, I was grabbing tea. It's cold. My hair looks crazy too. I don't know what's happening. It's one of those days. Okay, just, whatever. All right, so tonight, it's nighttime. I watched Edmund Goulding's Riptide, which it says on Wikipedia, it says on the DVD or the film that it was written and directed by Edmund Goulding, but on Wikipedia it says there's uncredited work by Ben Hecht and Charles MacArthur on the script. It's a Norma Shearer, Robert Montgomery movie, but I didn't really like Robert Montgomery in it, and I usually love him. And Herbert Marshall. And Herbert Marshall and Norma Shearer meet each other dressed like insects. Pre-code insects. And if the rest of the movie was as good as the cute meet between the two of them in their insect costumes, it'd have been great, because it started out as kind of a romantic comedy, and then it just sort of became one of those sort of domestic rich person melodramas. It's a lot of domestic rich person melodramas. What was I going to say? I like Norma Shearer, usually. I liked the costumes. They were by Adrian. Adrian always has the best dresses. I don't know. Mostly what I get from movies like this is, like, I'm really glad I'm not a socialite's child, because, like, socialite children of socialites, at least how we see it in, like, 1930s cinema, often get the shaft. It's no wonder, like, Next Generation, all of the rich people were crazy, and then by the time you get to, like, the 80s, you get multiple generations of this. Everyone's just neglected. This is a depressing end of the year review. Anyways, no, I mean, if you like Pre-Code, it's like a late Pre-Code, came out in March of 34, so got in under the radar. You'll probably enjoy it. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about it. Oh, I didn't finish the plot. So they meet, and then he has to go on a business trip, and they're not allowed to bring wives, so she goes on a trip with her aunt, his aunt, to Cannes, where they just get drunk and go to parties, and then she meets Robert Montgomery, who at one point was in love with her and is trying to convince her to marry him, but for some stupid reason she doesn't tell him, oh, by the way, I'm already married. Doesn't make any sense. And then he tries to find what hotel room she's in and climbs on all these balconies because he's super drunk, and then he falls off. And then there's scandal because the press makes it look like they had an affair when they really didn't. And then Herbert Marshall gets upset because he's like, I believe the press, because he's actually a jerk husband and won't believe in Norma Shearer. And then Norma Shearer has to choose between, like, being divorced and losing her child and staying with her husband, I guess. But her husband doesn't even want to keep her, and so it's not really a choice. I don't know. It's ridiculous. And then they all stay together in the end. I just spoiled the whole movie, but I don't quite understand why love, I guess, but, like, both the guys are jerks. She should just take her kid and the aunt and go off, and the three of them can be, like, bohemian, Greenwich Village hippies or something. And it's a jazz age. They would have had a good time, three of them living in Greenwich Village, but I guess that's another movie altogether. I'll write that movie. Yeah. So Riptide, 1934, Norma Shearer.